In many of my YouTube videos, I do weird stuff that I would have never have done if it wasn't for the cameras. It can be fun, but also a bit misleading, since the training I do is actually very different.
It's very different.
And recently I've been trying out a new concept of shorter but more intensive training sessions. So instead of wrecking myself completely, I throw in the towel while I'm relatively fresh so that I can go just as hard the next day. And in this video I wanted to show you how one of those sessions look like. This is not something you should try to copy, but maybe you can get inspired by and implement into your own training.
So I'm just gonna jump straight on it. I've already warmed up, but I'm terrible at warming up, so I don't want to show you how I warm up. I think it's better that you do your own research and find that out. But I'm gonna try the 8A, the yellow one behind me, and after that I'm gonna do another 2 8As. So that's more than I usually do in a session. I want this to be like a very real session, like no bullshit, just climbing and training hard. My foot slipped on this. Almost fell. So that was 1 8A. I'm gonna do 2 more. And while I'm resting, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video, NordVPN. With NordVPN, you can change your virtual location. You can access content from anywhere in the world. And you also stay safe on the internet while doing so. If you don't know how a VPN works, they work kind of as a middleman. So when you go online, all your data goes to one of their servers where it's being encrypted before it's passed on. NordVPN has more than 5,400 servers in 60 different countries. You can connect with up to 6 different devices at the same time. It's also risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guaranteed. To get an exclusive NordVPN deal, go to nordvpn.com/magnet or check out using the coupon code MAGNET. Thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video. So there was actually just 1 8A in the gym, so I'm going to do the other 2 on the kilter board. I've set it for 40 degrees, so I'm just looking for an 8A. I have been training a little bit lately on the kilter board, but I'm going to make sure I choose one that I have not tried before. Soldier Boy. Okay, so this one I guess is pretty shouldery. And of course I'm going to try to flash this one. Always try to flash thumbs. Pretty much no matter how hard they are. It's different on roots. On roots sometimes I want to go through it first because then I will have a better chance at doing it from the ground. A flash. Let's look for another 8A. This one is a Jimmy Webb bowler, I think. So that should be pretty hard. I'll try this one. This looks really hard. Going down to this. It's definitely a lot harder. It's like some of the 8As on this wall feels easy. Some of them just feel really hard. But I think since this one was done by Jimmy Webb, who's a really good climber, really like one of the strongest climbers in the world, I think he's a little bit more strict when it comes to the grades. So it's not science. Some boulders will suit you, some boulders will not. I think this one suits me though. I just have to be faster, you know? Get this, get the foot on, come down to this. Try to be more confident, not as hesitant. better to keep the foot down here. I think that the beginning is hard. I don't think the rest is that hard though, so I just have to do that one move. And it's, I mean, it's supposed to be this hard, you know? If you flash bombs, it's too easy. Oh, so I just had to crack that foot sequence by going down to that. So that was 3 8-days. Now I'm gonna go downstairs and do like a really intensive upper body workout. This session is not gonna be too long, maybe like an hour and a half max, but it's gonna be very like intensive and hard. So the idea is that you kind of, like, I think a lot of people quit when they're like really finished and just like exhausted. But I think sometimes it's better to quit a little bit sooner so that you can recover and you can have more days in a row. Oh, my ass is like sagging. But I think with a little bit more practice, I think I should be able to do it. And it's really important to tell yourself every time, to like remind yourself that you have to try really hard. I mean, it sounds silly, but it's easy to forget to try your max. And the resting in between is pretty boring, like the 4 minutes, you don't know what to do. I think it's a good time to stretch though. I've always been naturally pretty flexible. Like I can almost do the splits. If I did stretch a lot, I could be like really flexible, and it's definitely an advantage in climbing to be flexible. So that's like one of my regrets in life, that I didn't stretch more. I probably make a really stupid face, by the way. But if you don't have like a try-hard face, I don't think you're trying hard enough. So the next exercise is on the campus board, and I don't recommend that one to anyone who has started climbing recently. It's very hard for the fingers, and also if you're like tired or yeah, if you feel any sort of pain in your fingers, this one is probably one you should avoid. So this is a lot about coordination, and it helps you with contact strength. So like strength that like helps you stay on the wall. I'm gonna do this one till I can't do it anymore, and do it 2 times. If I remember this. Really hurts after a while. So now 4-minute rest, and then do that again. So I'm gonna try to stay on for a little bit longer this time. That's always what I try to remind myself. Oh, I missed it. It's tricky, it's like coordination. What the? Okay, 1 second. Okay. So the last exercise today is campus bouldering. I'm gonna make a boulder here on the spray wall, and it should be 12 moves long, and it should be pretty even. So there shouldn't be like one hard crux. All the moves should be about the same difficulty. And also making the boulder is like part of the training, you know, because you have to try the moves and stuff. I always loved campusing, so I don't know, I kind of want to get some of that campus strength back. I think I still have a lot of it, but I was definitely a lot stronger before in campusing stuff. So campusing, for those of you who don't know, is when you climb without using your legs at all. And the reason why it's called campusing is because Wolfgang Güllich, a German climber, very famous, invented the campus board, which he hung up in his campus. And that's why, since people just call it campusing whenever you do a move without your feet. So if I fall, I just get back on the wall where I fell, because I have to do every single move. And I'm going to try to be as quickly as possible back on the wall if I fall. And the trick when campusing is definitely to go pretty fast, to use the momentum, the upward drive that you have, to use it efficiently. I could probably make it a little bit harder, but I think it's okay. If I try this next time, I'm just gonna tweak it a little bit, make it a little bit harder maybe. It's kind of hard to remember the hold sometimes on a spray wall, but campusing is a little bit easier because you don't have to remember any footholds. So 4-minute rest again, and I'm just gonna do this one more time. I guess I should do slab of the week as well. It looks pretty cool this week. And then I'm finished. And I know that some of you have noticed there's like clocks around the climbing gym, and you've seen that it's really late. Right now it's like 2 a.m. So if I look tired, you know why. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit more fluid this time. All right. That was smooth. So that was just like a normal session. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe if you're not already. Put on the post notifications. Comment for the algorithm, and I will see you next time.